Ooh.
Hey. Motherfucking cookies out the motherfucking way, yeah?
Get these cookies out the way.
Get these donuts out the way.
What's going on, you busters? Pile in so we can talk about the glorious championship fight that took place this weekend between two extraordinary champions, both for whom I have much love and respect for. But this weekend,
man, history was made. Legendary ass evening.
probably the best performance in a championship fight I've ever seen.
Man,
I mean, the heavyweight division normally,
usually does good work.
because you know somebody going to sleep.
You know somebody going to sleep no matter what.
But Terrence Crawford seems to be a heavyweight in a lightweight's body.
In a welterweight.
I think he hits harder than Tyson Fury.
That's wild.
I think Crawford hits harder than Tyson Fury.
Nah, he hit hard though. He hit hard. No, let me just say this before we go any further. I know we talking about Spence Crawford, and I'm gonna say on record, bro. I don't know if you ever been online talking shit or back and forth about the two fighters. I was going for Spence. I've been going for Spence since day one. I'm loyal to my choice. And I thought that Spence would win by unanimous decision and break him down in the last championship rounds. Break Crawford down. I thought that was going to happen. I was completely wrong. I've been going back and forth with my brother Craig Fax.
Arguments, knockdown, drag out.
Arguments for hours, nigga, about Spence Crawford.
He kicked me out of his house one time.
Never
Get the fuck out my crib, you bitch ass nigga.
Never, bro. Yeah, man, but we didn't see eye to eye at all. We both like both fighters, but I was on Spence's side and he was on Crawford's side. And I thought that Crawford could win for sure. I thought the odds were in Errol's favor because he would break him down, bigger fighter, not necessarily stronger as far as knockout power because Crawford been knocking out everybody. Everybody he fought, and especially in the welterweight division, he knocked out everybody.
Well, if you know boxing, you know that most people who know the sport are always going to pick the great big man over the great little man.
Not necessarily though, because
I mean, it depends on the fighter, but in most cases,
yeah, in most cases, because that's just you got two great fighters and one is bigger than the other, you're gonna go with the bigger guy.
Yeah, so
you know
I mean,
I'm not mad at. Here's the thing, I'm not mad at people choosing Terrence Crawford to win. Clearly now, I mean, I ate my words on Saturday.
Right.
And nigga, he put on probably the best boxing clinic I've ever seen in the history of the game. I've been watching boxing since I was about 8 years old, maybe 7. And for a championship fight, undefeated, undisputed fight, the stakes are extremely high. They don't get no higher than that. And it was a one-sided fight, bro. I expected Errol to be a lot sharper, a lot more aggressive. And he was trying to. I saw him trying to be aggressive, but Terrence had too much for him. And as I'm watching the two, and you couldn't convince me that Errol would lose this fight until I see it. I had to have him in the ring for me to be, oh, damn. I'm watching the fight, and I'm like, oh, Errol don't have the tools.
right.
He don't have enough. You know what I'm saying? Terrence did everything in the ring. He moved, he feinted, he slipped a lot of punches. He was first a lot of the time.
You know what? One of the things it reminded me of, because I refer everything to hoop. You guys know I'm a hooper. I should have made it to the league. It didn't happen because the NBA is biased against big nose, big eared, light skinned niggas. At the time, they already had a couple. They already had a Gennaro Pargo.
I was about to say, what's the nigga name? What's the nigga name with the Rasheed Wallace?
Rasheed?
But that nigga like 6.
But there's never 2 or 3 or of us more in a professional sport at a time. When I was supposed to be in the league, you had Gennaro Pargo, you had Reggie Miller on the back end of his career, and then you had
David Fisher.
big-eared, big nose. Look, if you're light-skinned with none of the qualities, it's harder. I don't have green eyes. I don't have white people hair. I'm a nigga light-skinned. I could have easily been born in a village in Nigeria and just been a regular black nigga, but I got all the regular qualities.
That niggas have light skin. That's all I got is light skin, nigga.
But what I'm saying is this. It reminded me of when I was young, before I became a dominant local hoop legend and a regional hoop legend. But when I was like 12, I used to walk to the park. My house was about a mile and a half, 2 miles from the park. I would dribble my ball to the court. I say I was 11. Dribble my ball to the court. I get to the court 8 in the morning on Saturdays. Everybody's grown. Keep in mind, I'm the most skilled person in the park, but I don't have all the tools yet. I don't have the physicality. You know what I'm saying? I can cross over a grown man, but when I get in the lane, they push me a little bit. I'm falling over.
Right.
It just reminded me of somebody who was capable but not fully realized.
And
he's not. Errol Spence is not fully realized. When you're a brawler and you come forward and you're able to impose your will on people, it's very similar to what Vince Carter is in basketball. He's so physically dominant and so athletically capable that he didn't work on the elements of his game like a Kobe did. Kobe, not being as dominant as Vince, had to work on his footwork.
Right.
I'm just talking about as far as athleticism.
Right.
There's a game you can watch of Vince Carter at 14, 15 playing varsity doing windmills and catching lobs.
Crazy.
Before he's fucking bitches, he's jumping out the gym.
Right.
When you get a guy like Kobe, he was capable, but he was doing footwork drills like a pro at 12 years old.
He was playing with grown men over there in Europe.
And this is what that reminds me of, is when Kobe and Vince go head to head and you see the difference. How Kobe can shoot over the right shoulder, the left shoulder, do a left hand floater in the lane, a right hand floater in the lane, a left foot reverse pivot fade away, right foot reverse pivot fade away, right to left crossover in and out, left to right crossover in and out,
Switch
back
hitter.
to the basket. He can do everything.
Right.
Errol Spence has never been the fighter we thought he was, but he's always been the athlete we thought he was.
I think his style, which I loved, him coming forward, bullying niggas down, walking niggas down, and taking punishment to give punishment, that only works so far, so long. You know what I'm saying? After a while, a nigga like, thing is, he's used to fighting, not used to. He's fought guys who had power, but not like Bud. Bud has so much power to where he couldn't just walk him down. And really, if you ask me, that second round knockdown, it was a flash knockdown, but it took something out of Errol. It seemed that like he never got back from that. He was slow to his jab. His jab wasn't snapping. Bud has so much more snap in his punches early. Errol's his punches just weren't doing it. He was telegraphing his punches, allowing someone like Bud, who's super crafty and super quick with it, and very, very good at. He's not just a great. He's not just a great counter puncher. He's a beat you to the punch puncher. You know what I'm saying? Like he saw Errol winding up. Like you see the second knockdown when Bud Crawford was on the ropes, and Errol in his mind thinking he's backing this nigga down to the ropes, and he's about to throw a heavy left hook. He winds up for that left hook, and Crawford throws a quick short right uppercut that knocks down Errol so fast, hit him so fast he didn't even know he was knocked down.
Right.
Until he was knocked down. It hit him so fast. It was a delayed reaction that made him drop. And that's how quick and fast and crafty Bud Crawford is with his punches. And I gave him all the credit back in the day, even before the fight. I said he's great with all this shit. I even said he punches while you punch. That's one thing it's scary to do. It's a risky move as a boxer when you're punching when someone else is punching. Counter punches is different. When you throw a punch and you throw a counter punch, that's one way of fighting. But he'll counter punch you, or he'll try to beat you to the punch. Like as you're about to wind up and punch, he'll take potentially a blow to the face or to the body, pause, and give you one in return, or try to give you one first.
I agree 100%.
First is important, and he was first a lot.
Bro, Bud took his foot off the gas round 4 or 5.
Yeah, it seemed like it.
He took his foot off the gas. This is what y'all got to realize, man. We all analyze information differently. Some of us are feel people and fact people. Some people are just facts driven. If facts rule the day, which all of us should rule the day for, but when it comes to fighting, it's just so many different things, intangibles that come into play that you can't measure.
Right.
You can't measure fast twitch ability in the ring. Especially with somebody like an Errol Spence, because he really hasn't been forced to use his fast twitch reactionary part of his makeup. He's always been able to impose himself. So the patience and the ability to trust your reaction is what lost him the fight. He's used to taking people into the corner, digging to the body and overwhelming them with his will.
Right.
Well, his will didn't work. You want to know why? Because wills are taxable. You get taxed with uppercuts, lefts, jabs. You got to have a trust when you're fighting a fighter that's on your level. Man. Why do you have to have a trust? Because a trust protects you from being taxed by shots from a superior and more skilled fighter. We all knew Bud was the better fighter, but what we doubted was his ability to withstand the onslaught of Spence's attack.
Right.
See, what y'all don't understand, if you're not an ex-athlete, that me and John and other people who play ball can see, is there's some people who are just talented.
Right.
I would liken a Bud to an Allen Iverson. He just has a natural ability that's God-given that makes him better than everybody else. Yeah, all day you're going to take Kobe, T-Mac, Shaq over Iverson if you just going off the eye test.
Right.
6'6", 7'1",
yeah,
off the charts. But us real ballers know what we see when we see a Bud Crawford or an AI. We see somebody that's God-given.
Right.
You guys better, y'all better stop watching ESPN and all these paid narrative pushing sports channels and just following somebody because of what they say.
Nah, study the game, study the fight.
Study the fight. You heard what Bud said. They tried to blackball him. You heard him say they tried to blackball him. But you still think PBC, ESPN, and all these people are the way when you're judging the skill level of a fighter?
I remember they were saying Lomachenko out of Top Rank was the best fighter in the world.
They already trying to say the Asian cat is pound for pound.
And they had Bud there the whole time. That's crazy.
But look, hey, Andre Ward and Bud Crawford are the most disrespected fighters in the history of boxing. Bud Crawford has been this good. 5 years ago, he was this good. Now y'all want to see the light? Fuck y'all. Fuck y'all, man. You fly-by-night sports fans. You same motherfuckers 5 years ago were saying Chocolatito was better than Andre Ward. How dare you?
Bless his heart.
Now, what's the Asian cat? He's dope. I love him, though.
Anyway.
Anyway is nice. He shouldn't be on the pound for pound list right now.
The monster.
He should be top 5, but no way y'all should be saying he's number 1.
Right. Hey, the way he broke down Stephen Fulton Jr., man, it was crazy. I didn't think that was going to go that way. But then again,
Stephen Fulton Jr., to me, lost his last fight.
Oh, against Figueroa, right?
To me, he lost to Figueroa.
It was Figueroa, right?
Right.
Yeah. It's just that he's slick. He's super crafty. He can box. He's a great boxer. But without power, man, you're probably Malignaggi. And that means you could be great footwork, great speed, great hand speed, heart, and everything. But Malignaggi would have been a lot better. He would have been more successful if
he was black,
or if he had power, because he fought like he was black.
Right.
He fought like he was slick, like a black fighter, but he had no power.
Incredible skill. I love you, Paulie. I would never disrespect you. I'm a comedian, and I'm gonna just say this off top: Clarissa Shields would whoop you. Clarissa Shields would dog walk Paulie Malignaggi.
I don't know it. Let me tell you why. I love the GWOT. I love her, man. She's beastie, but she ain't the most powerful either, though. Right.
They about to say, if we took him to that machine, what's that machine? I bet you Clarissa got more power than Paulie.
Damn. I don't know. Dunk, I want to put my
Dunk, if you don't come on the show and stop promoting that fucking podcast, nigga.
What happened? Who?
Dunk in the Dunkin' Dough. Bring your ass up here, nigga. Stop doing that shit in the comments, man.
What's he doing?
He keep promoting the Dunkin' Dough podcast, nigga.
Oh, shit.
God damn it, motherfucker. Bring your ass up here, man. Come talk to the people, here, man. Huh?
Come here and promote it.
You welcome up here, nigga.
Goofy.
Stop doing that shit, man.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Man, I think said Paulie Malignaggi get smashed by Clarissa, huh?
I think Paulie Malignaggi would get smashed by Clarissa Shields. I know Ann Wolf would knock him out for sure. Ann Wolf would sleep Paulie Malignaggi.
Damn, nigga. They the same weight class?
Yeah, they are, huh?
I think Clarissa what was she? 140. I think she's 140 something. maybe 150. I know she got belts in 2 different weight classes. Nigga, she a monster.
She's a motherfucking monster.
Yeah.
She told me she was gonna knock me out when she seen me.
Ooh, that's what she said.
Because I did a video. I did some freestyle stand up, just talking about everybody, Bud Crawford, everybody. She said she was gonna knock me out when she seen me.
Nigga, she responded, nigga.
She did. She responded. And we inboxed each other. Shout out to Clarissa Shields. I love you, baby. I wouldn't fight you.
She said fuck around. She said nothing about fighting.
Yeah,
she said
she gonna knock me out.
Ain't got shit to do with fighting, my nigga.
Never. I would never fight her, bro.
Oh, she 165.
Yeah, she could knock out a grown man, dog.
Yeah, a nigga ain't focused, nigga. Nigga ain't focused. He can get put down. And she fast in the motherfucker. She got everything you need in a fighter.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Hey, but look, here's the thing you learn from Bud Crawford, man. You got to stay in the lab. You have to stay in the lab. You can't be no bandwagon person jumping from bandwagon to bandwagon. What's cracking up? You got to stay in the lab. Bud has stayed in the lab the last 6-7 years. And you know who we got to give props to? We got to give props to, what's my guy? Bald head. B. Pacquiao.
Oh, Timothy Bradley.
Timothy Bradley.
You want to get props for what?
We got that's who discovered Bud.
Yeah.
Timothy Bradley discovered Bud Crawford.
He's been giving props for that. Yeah, but he's been saying some off the wall shit.
He's a terrible announcer.
Okay.
But for the last 7-8 years, he's been telling us Bud Crawford. He's been saying that Bud is the best fighter ever.
Yeah.
For like the last couple years. Shout out to Tim Bradley. Go ahead.
And one thing about Tim Bradley, man, I don't like the things he be saying as an announcer, bro. But I've always been a fan of you as a boxer. I love the way you fought. You fought with heart. You fought with skill. I love the way you fought. Win or lose, I rock with you since day one. As an announcer, my nigga, you be saying some off the wall shit, man. You be having some hot takes. You know what I'm saying, with all due respect, bro. Yeah. But as a boxer, you are one of the best. When you fought everybody, bro.
He's a top 15 welterweight of all time. Top 15.
Yeah.
I don't give him top 10, but as far as height or heart, I have him on par as far as heart with Holyfield. Yeah. He has Holyfield caliber heart. Yeah. He just wasn't explosive.
Not the biggest puncher. Yeah. But he tried to knock your motherfucking head off. Right. I respect Timothy Bradley for sure. I never would have thought I would ever feel this way about you as an announcer. But as a fighter, for sure, bro. Salute to you and respect.
TP, what you mean Bradley was trash?
Come on, man.
He beat Pacquiao.
He wasn't no fucking trash.
This is what I hate about boxing fans sometimes. If somebody gets the victory, they get the victory.
Right.
Yeah, the only fighter I feel like, there's been a lot of robberies, but on a major level, to me, the legend that has been robbed the most in the ring is Pernell Whitaker. He beat De La Hoya, got the loss.
Damn.
And he beat Chavez.
Sweet P.
And got the loss.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But other than that man there, I get tired of people acting like victories don't count.
Right.
Like if somebody beat him, he really didn't beat him. No, nigga, if he got the win, he got the win.
Yeah. And if a nigga lose a fight, you can't be trash because you lose. Here's the thing. Unless you just get your ass mollywopped.
Right.
And you look like you shouldn't even been in that ring, kind of like Saturday. And I like I said, I was an arrow. I'm still an arrow guy. I just the way he was manhandled, something had to be wrong. And no excuses because he's not giving no excuses. I don't even know any excuses to give. I just know that something didn't look right. I'm expecting that to be even if he lost, even if he got knocked out, it was supposed to be more competitive. This
nigga in the comments, TP, talking about he beat an old Pacquiao, man. I'm so tired of people saying.
So Timothy Bradley beat an old Pacquiao. How long before Pacquiao fought Mayweather, my nigga?
Bro, Mayweather is older than Pacquiao, and people were saying that he waited till Pacquiao was out of his prime.
Shut your mouth, bro. I don't even know you. I'm just saying, whoever said that something.
Nah, if he a fan of mine, he got tough skin. Shut your mouth, man. That's bullshit.
I mean, he beat an old Pacquiao. How old was Pacquiao? Nigga, hold on, let me look this shit up, bro. He fought fucking Timothy Bradley.
Call in 818-925-0273. I want your opinion. Leave that voicemail. We gonna call back. Hey, man, but this fight is probably one of the, if not the most lopsided fight in the history of heavyweight, or I'm sorry, in the history of world championship boxing. If not the most lopsided fight, it's close.
Right.
I'm going to give you the top 10 most lopsided fights in the history of heavyweight championship boxing. Number 10 on the list is Vitaly Klitschko versus Danny Williams, 2004.
Oh, what's the title, the category?
Most lopsided championship fights in the history of boxing.
Okay.
Vitaly Klitschko versus Danny Williams. Whooped the dog shit out of him.
Yeah.
Number 9, Carl Frost versus Usain Bolt.
Oh, yeah. Butte.
May 26, 2012. Number 8, Lennox Lewis versus Mike Tyson. Lennox beat the dog shit out of him. Mike Tyson is my favorite fighter of all time, but Lennox Lewis beat my guy. He beat the dog shit out of Mike.
I was lopsided.
That made me respect Mike more because he could have just threw in the towel, but he said, you know what, you're going to have to knock me out.
Yeah.
He got hit with some of the most hellacious shots.
And you know how I feel about Lewis, but Lewis can punch, my nigga.
He hits harder than motherfucker.
Yeah, Lewis can fight. He can do everything. He can box. Jab is like a motherfucking sledgehammer. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, shout out to Lennox Lewis, man. You a savage.
Shout out to Lennox Lewis. Shane Mosley versus Antonio Margarito. That was glorious that he beat the dog shit out of the cheating ass Margarito.
Cheating ass. I used to like you too, my nigga. Margarito was a savage. What you looking for?
That's fucked up what you did to Miguel Cotto.
Yeah, nigga.
Oh, it's in there. Yeah, that's fucked up what you did to Miguel Cotto. I was mad about that.
Yep.
It says 6-5. Floyd Mayweather versus Diego Corrales, and Floyd Mayweather versus Arturo Gatti.
Hey, so this nigga said, hold on. Before I keep going, man. Keep going.
Then we got Manny Pacquiao versus David Diaz, and Manny Pacquiao versus Ricky Hatton, and Miguel Cotto. And number 1, Jeff Kawasaki versus Jeff Lacey, or Joe Kawasaki versus Jeff Lacey.
Yeah.
Was it that lopsided?
It was, man. I'm thinking my nigga Jeff about to get it cracking. Yep. And Jeff didn't get it cracking, bro. Jeff Left Hook Lacey was my nigga, bro. I used to love watching him fight. He was a slow starter, but he always came in and got that knockout at the end. Towards the middle of the end, it normally wouldn't even go 12 rounds, right? But Kawasaki came in with the pity pat. I hated his style. I hated the way Kawasaki fought. He fought with no power, but he was slick. He was a slick boxer, and I respect the fact that he fought. But I hated that he beat I think he beat Jeff Left Hook Lacey and Roy Jones. Yeah, man, with that bullshit ass style. But it worked. So shout out to you for winning. But damn, I just hated to watch him beat niggas with that bullshit ass style with no power. You know what I mean? It's crazy to me, bro.
Hey.
So 2012 was 11 years ago.
I remember that that Kawasaki fight was the fight I had to part ways with the idea that my guy Roy Jones could be what he used to be. Because remember, I think he knocked Kawasaki down in that fight, didn't he?
Did he? I can't remember.
I think he knocked him down in that fight, and Kawasaki just Lisa Leslie'd him to death. Just flicks and pity pats and red marks.
Hey, so let me ask you this. The nigga that said that he beat an old Pacquiao, he first fought Pacquiao in 2012. Pacquiao was that's 11 years ago. Pacquiao was 33.
Right.
The same fucking age as Errol Spence right now.
Yeah.
3 years younger than Bud Crawford right now.
Right.
Bud Crawford is 35 or 36.
Right.
Mayweather was 37 when he whooped on Canelo. 37.
Right.
This nigga Pacquiao was 33 when he lost to Tim Bradley. The first time they fought 3 times, goofbag ass nigga.
Right.
And Pacquiao won the last 2 fights. He won the trilogy, 2 out of the 3. What the fuck are you talking about? Oh, he beat up the old Pacquiao. How the fuck did he get younger after the first fight and beat him the next 2 fights? What the fuck are you talking about, bro?
Right.
Some of y'all niggas be talking shit. Y'all don't even know boxing, man.
They don't know boxing. They know ESPN.
Y'all talking about y'all saying shit with your feelings and not talking about logic and thinking about what the fuck happened. Pacquiao fought this nigga at 33 in 2012 and lost. Then he fought him 2 more times over the next 4 years and won the last 2 fights.
Right.
How the fuck you gonna say he was old, dummy?
Some of you only speak mainstream. Your language should be whatever everybody else is saying. That's what I say.
In fact,
I can't have my own opinion because that means I risk the chance of somebody disagreeing with me and not liking me. Some of you motherfuckers speak, I want you to like me language.
Or the niggas, they're the fans of the boxer. They're not boxing fans.
Right.
This nigga must be a Pacquiao fan, and I am too, but I'm a fan of boxing first. For example, I was going for For Spence. I've been arguing with this nigga for 4 years about how Errol was a bigger dog.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Not necessarily a better boxer, but just a bigger dog than Bud. And it was gonna come down to the physical strength and the will of Errol Spence. I thought that. I believed that. You know what I'm saying? For 4 years. He lost 2 days ago. He lost on Saturday. I'm out here making no excuses.
Right.
Oh, that's because of the car accident. I don't believe in none of that. We didn't say nothing about the car accident when he beat the Garcia. We didn't say shit about the car accident.
D3 said y'all ain't know how
when he beat up on Ugas.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We didn't say shit about car accident now. I'm not gonna say nothing about the car accident now because he lost. Fuck all that. Bud Crawford won fair and square. Errol got to go back to the drawing board, get stronger, and figure it out. If he's trying to do this rematch, which I don't know if he should do that.
But hey, Bud needs to retire. Errol needs to retire.
I don't think he needs to retire. Not off one loss. He got to fight again, and we got to see what he looks like the next fight. Whether it's Bud, whether it's a rematch, or with somebody else, we got to see if he can bounce back.
Oh, he's on the verge of the way he lost. He may become Jeff Lacey.
We'll see. We'll see.
He may
because of the
Jeff
fighter
Lacey.
he is and the man he is. That I think he is. I don't think he should retire off of one loss. It's a bad loss, but shit. Pacquiao almost got killed, nigga, in the ring against Marquez. Right. He was jailbed stiff on the ground, face down, knocked out after that. He became a champion after that.
But he didn't get beat on like this.
But he got stopped, and he's been knocked down several times.
Why did God put "fuck everything I learned" in your fist? Like a nigga,
when you get hit hard enough, nigga.
God put inside of Crawford's fist, "fuck the last 8 months." So whatever you've done in the last 8 months, once I'm gonna tell you, fuck it. Fuck it. It's like he didn't even. It's like he just said. It's like he didn't train and just showed up to the fight the night of. No rematch.
Yeah, y'all got some gloves?
I don't want to see Errol Spence crash and burn like this again. Errol, retire. You have nothing to prove. You can't hop in the ring. You can't hop in the ring with Canelo like that.
Let me ask you this: if Errol should retire, Deontay Wilder should retire.
Deontay Wilder should probably retire, but the thing is, he's a heavyweight, so he hasn't.
That's even more reason, nigga.
But he hasn't took as much punishment. Hey, Errol Spence took.
Errol ain't never took that kind of punishment before.
I'm saying in this fight, he's taken more punishment
than Wilder did when he got his ear busted and all that shit.
I think he took more punishment, bro. Because look,
it's the same. It's the same type of punishment,
bro. We were at the fight.
We was at both of them.
Took it easy on dude. At one point in the fight, he was grabbing him and placing him in specific parts of the ring to make it look more respectable for the rematch.
And I get that. And we saw Wilder get done the same way. We was like, damn, I was going for Fury. I was like, damn, I hate to see Wilder go through that. He was fighting. He had heart. He kept coming forward and he kept getting knocked down.
Right. Somebody said, fuck that. Errol, bring the funk. It ain't no funk to bring. Errol does not have it no more. It's starting to make me think that these Mo 3 rumors are true.
Nah.
I hope they ain't, but why? How else can you be that offbeat and that off kilter from what we're used to seeing?
Now, if you was fighting another fighter other than Bud, then maybe, but it's Bud Crawford.
You guys have all heard the rumors. We heard the rumors. They say Mo 3 chased him and was shooting at him, and that's why he got in that accident.
Oh, no.
I don't know, but I mean, damn, what else would frazzle you like that?
You talking about last on Saturday?
No, they saying that the reason that Errol Spence got into that car accident was because, rest in peace, Mo 3 was chasing him and shooting at him.
I don't know if that's true, man.
That's the type of experience to change somebody.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Because a boxer and a street nigga is two totally different things. Facts. So, I mean, I don't know if it's true. I'm not saying it's true. But what else would take somebody that has that superior and dominant level of athleticism in boxing, and what else could reduce them down to what we saw on Saturday?
Bud Crawford.
Is Bud that good?
Here's the thing. Think of it like this. He was losing the fight against Kell Brook. He's that good to turn that shit around in literally one punch.
Okay, somebody said he overtrained. I mean, you as an ex-athlete, can overtraining do this to you? How so?
You don't have no legs to come fight night. And you might have legs the first 2 rounds or 3 rounds, but you don't have no legs possibly if you overtrain.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's possible. I wouldn't even use it as an excuse. I'm just gonna give it all the love to Bud Crawford for making this nigga look regular.
Shane Song said, "Stop telling the hood shit, Craig. I respect the comment, but look, bro, I'm here in California. I'm not from Texas. This is something that we heard. I don't know if it's true. I'm not speaking this as facts. I'm not being disrespectful to Spence or his homies. I love everything y'all stand for. I'm not on no sides with him and the Mo 3 thing, but that's what's circulating on blocks everywhere. And us all being hood and knowing how it goes, when somebody is approached with that real gangster shit, it's enough to take if it don't kill you, it's enough to take the life out of a nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
but he had 2 fights after that, 2 dominant performances.
He did.
Yeah. I think Bud was just ready. I think Bud is the best we've ever seen, and this might have been the worst we've ever seen from Spence, and then the combination of the 2.
And they said Craig a Fed. If I'm a Fed, shit, I wish. Wow, how am I a Fed?
Oh, don't listen to these niggas.
Man, prove it. Where's the documentation? Some of you can't call me a Fed if you was following Brother Polite a year ago. Some of you niggas was bound at Polite's feet. Believing all that goofy shit about him having 100 of his own languages and writing a book in his own language, and I ain't never heard you niggas call him a Fed.
Right.
So you stop it, black boy.
That's his name. Niggas,
calling me a Fed.
Niggas be saying,
prove it.
Shit.
Please prove it. I've been on this internet fighting for blackness for the last 3 years, and I didn't even have to do it.
Right.
I risked being blackballed a few times fucking with you niggas out here. So what have you put on the line, you goofy ass nigga? Yeah, my nose is weird. I got the biggest nose in my family. Orion Black.
Orion Black? Oh, I know that nigga name. He be on always trolling the shit, right? Goofy ass.
Nah, I like him. I fuck with y'all heavy, man.
Yeah.
Crawford is better than we thought he was. Sometimes you run across somebody who's a fundamentalist. People who are fundamentalists, when they are into something fundamentally, they respect it down to its most simple form.
What you mean?
Bud Crawford is somebody that respects boxing. He loves every part of boxing. He takes his jab serious. He takes his straight right serious. He takes his left hook, right hook, every punch serious. His footwork.
His jab is crazy.
The training. The mentality. He takes every part of the sport serious. He's not just in this shit for the bitches and the glory and to be on TV.
That nigga's a family man.
He's a family man.
Sure. He don't be partying. He don't do none of that goofy shit.
Some of you niggas are just exhibitionists. And when you're faced with a fundamentalist, this is what happens. In my opinion, what was proved is that Errol Spence is an extremely gifted exhibitionist. That's what he is. Some people just have such superior talent, you can put them into something and they don't take it serious and they become elite. That's what Errol Spence is. But then you get faced with a fundamentalist. A fundamentalist makes themselves a god mentally because they become so enamored with excellence that everything is secondary to it, family included. Crawford, Kobe, these niggas are fundamentalists. Spence, Shaq, these niggas are exhibitionists. They're extremely talented people who can do things better than the majority of the world and not even take it serious.
Comparing Shaq and Errol, nah. Errol is a fundamentalist, dog. That's one thing he has is the fundamentals. He's more fundamentally sound than So Terrence.
Why couldn't he adapt?
Because he's the fundamentals. The intangibles is what Terrence has.
His fundamentals ain't better than Terrence.
Yeah,
I don't think so.
He does things very structured the way you do. Jab, body to the body, hook. He's very simple. The fundamentals is what he does very well. The intangibles and the ability to adapt. That's the intangible shit. That's the freestyle shit.
Look, man.
That's what Terrence is great at. Being able to change some shit up. You know what I'm saying? Switch, hit, left, right, orthodox. You know what I'm saying? Southpaw orthodox, and he finds ways to win. He's not. You know what I'm saying? The difference would be like a Joe Montana and a Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning is fundamentals. He's not gonna run out the box. He's not gonna pass outside of the box. He's gonna slide.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If he can't 5-step drop it and find an open receiver, he's gonna slide or throw it out of bounds.
Right.
You got other niggas like the Brett Favre's that's gonna scramble and try to make something happen. You know what I'm saying? He's a gunslinger.
Right.
Now with Arrow, he's a 1-2. He's but he's been so successful with the 1-2 that it didn't matter. His head movement is very minimal. You know what I'm saying? Very minimal. And I look at. But
isn't head movement a part of boxing fundamentals?
Yes. Yes.
So this is what I'm saying. Yeah, definitely, he has great footwork. He works behind a great
Defense,
jab,
high guard.
But if he was truly a fundamentalist, yeah, he has great fundamentals.
Yeah.
But it's not layers deep.
Maybe that might be true.
Bro, Bud had 1 through 10 covered. If Errol was truly the fundamentalist we thought he was, he would have at least been able to get to 7 or 8 with Bud.
I agree.
It was one point in the fight where Bud was so far in front of Spence, he was in the corner, and all he did was place the uppercut and leave it there, and Spence ran into it. How does a nigga put a punch out there and you run into it?
That nigga exaggerating. That nigga said this and then niggas headbutted the punch, nigga.
And I believe, and then there was another part of the fight where Arrow's feet was so fucked up, Bud landed 4 jabs in a row. I forget what round that was, but at that point, I knew the fight is over. Right. How do you have such lackluster head movement where a nigga can land 4 jabs in a row?
The nigga, the last knockdown, the third knockdown was 2 hooks to the head. Bam, bam. He doubled up on a hook.
Right.
Get out the way, nigga. Get out the way. But you already stunned and stifled. Nigga, you get hit with that, and his hands were down too much. He was throwing a straight right or throwing a heavy hook and not getting back on defense fast enough. He was leaving his hands down. He was leaving his punch out there, and before he can even get back, Terrence already hit him with two punches. Bing, bing.
Y'all saying we bugging, we not bugging. Man, I love Errol Spence. I'm a big fan of just the state of Texas in general. I love the people. I love the culture. I love the way they get down. So it's hard for me to even have this conversation. We had some buddies that was at the fight with us from Texas.
Right.
They was upset. But they had to give it up to Bud.
Hey, nigga, so what are we bugging about? What are we bugging about, bro? Like the nigga, he lost the fight. I was going for him. I was rooting for the nigga, right?
Right.
For one, I'm a Cowboy fan, my nigga. I'm a Cowboy fan through and through. I'm an Errol Spence fan, but I'm also a real nigga. I'm also gonna give it. I'm gonna say the truth. Right. We ain't dissing nobody. We ain't disrespecting nobody. We giving our assessment of the fight. You know what I'm saying? He was behind. He said my timing was off. He never got his feet right. He never got his timing on.
Right.
That's what he said out of his mouth. We say the same thing, and now we bugging.
It's crazy.
He was slow. Terrence Crawford beat him to the punch most of the time.
Right.
That uppercut, that second knockdown, when Terrence was on the ropes, he slipped the uppercut that Errol did not see. Right. Errol was winding up for a heavy left hook, and he still landed the left hook before he got knocked down. Definitely. He landed that left hook on Terrence Crawford's neck.
I agree.
He rolled that shit. He knocked him out. He hit him with that uppercut on the ropes. And then he got hit in the neck. He probably would have got hit in the jaw had the uppercut not landed.
I agree.
The uppercut landed and threw Errol off, and Errol dropped. What are we talking about? That's what happened in the fight, bro.
That's what happened. I agree.
He was there, nigga.
100%.
So are you saying we bugging because you're such an Errol Spence fan that you can't take any criticism going his way? I'm an Errol Spence fan, and I'm critiquing his performance, my nigga.
It wasn't Errol Spence. Let me tell y'all something.
Come on, bro.
Cali, we get a bad rap because everybody thinks we're biased.
Nah, fuck that.
Bud Crawford is from Nebraska, so there's no bias here.
Right.
What Bud is elite at is always being in a dynamic position, footwork-wise, to counter punch.
Yes.
If you look at his feet, he's always in a position of strength. You ever been pounding some pussy and
lose your footing?
Right. And now you can't really dig into the back of her, where Bud doesn't have that problem.
Nah.
Anytime he's in some pussy,
And
he's
he
at the
got
back of it.
He got 6 kids.
because his core. His core is always in line. He's always in a position to be explosive. He is not fearful of getting hit, so he's always in the line of fire. He knows how to get his head offline and get his off in a powerful way. And then the adjustment that we've all been talking about, which was incredible, was the power jab.
That power jab, bro.
That power jab adjustment is one of the best adjustments I've seen in the ring.
If I was go ahead. I'm going
No, go ahead.
Errol Spence, man, in my opinion, had the best jab in the division, the welterweight division. The best jab, super strong, stiff, pause. Now, to take away his jab is what Terrence Crawford did. I'm sure they trained for that.
Bro, I don't remember.
He took his fucking jab away with a stronger, stiffer jab, bro. Pause.
Right. I don't remember, and correct me if I'm wrong, big bro. He's older than me by 2 months.
2 months.
2 months. This is big bro.
60 days.
60 days. I don't remember Errol Spence landing a solid shot.
Damn, bro.
If somebody in the comments could let me know.
Maybe to the body.
Maybe, but I don't remember him landing anything. At one point, I think there's footage of Crawford sitting down and saying, if this is all he got, it's over.
He said it in the in the interview afterwards. He was like, were you talking to Stephen A. Smith?
Was he?
I can't remember who he was talking to. He was like, man, he said he landed the shot, he got me. He said, but then when I felt it, I was like, damn, this all he got? Or it's about to be a problem for him.
That reminds me of when Kimbo Slice was in the backyard with the big nigga.
That big nigga. That first fight I seen.
Yeah. That's the whole reason I got on YouTube. When Kimbo Slice, I forget the big nigga's name. I think it's Big D or
something like that.
Respect to you.
Yeah, shout
but
out.
when you hit Kimbo,
he put his hands down and
and said, if that's all you got,
it's over.
It's over, nigga. That's the whole reason I have a YouTube page.
That's crazy.
It's because of that quote right there.
If that's all you got, it's over. You ain't got nothing else for me?
It's over.
So at that point, he was walking at first because Errol won the first round. Barely, though. It was hard to judge.
Right.
It was back and forth for me. But they didn't do much. But Errol was slightly more aggressive in the first round. He got a 10-9 round. I get it.
Okay, I got a question.
He lost the next 8.
Question for you. If Errol Spence continues to fight, should his next fight be the rematch with Bud Crawford?
Usually ain't that what happens? I mean, when you had the rematch clause, usually you go right back into the fight. Hence, like the Maidana, was it Maidana in the...
If you were his trainer, would you do that?
Damn. No. Honestly, yeah. Here's the thing, because I'm against him retiring, not because I just want him to keep fighting. I want him to see if you still got it. Is this a fluke? Can you do better in the rematch? You know what I'm saying? I saw a quote that Errol put down. He says, "Big fishes don't use excuses, even if you have one."
Right.
I don't know what that means. I don't know if that means he's insinuating that something was going on with him and he's not gonna say it.
That's what Crawford said about Spence?
That's what Spence wrote.
Right.
I say Crawford. I meant to say Spence. Spence
Yeah.
tweeted something, and it says something like,
Hey, punch drunkenness don't go away for at least 2-3 days. It ain't like regular alcohol. So
Right.
anytime they get his ass whooped like that, take his phone from him because he gonna say some magical dumb shit.
Diamonds are a man's best friend, not women's.
Just be quiet, Earl. You got way more class than that. Bud is a better fighter than you right now. Maybe you can turn it around. I don't doubt that.
I just want, whether or not he wins, I want to see him be competitive next fight. If he does get the rematch at 154, hopefully he's at 154. Hopefully that means it's gonna be better for him. It might be better for Bud. He might get done worse. But if I'm his trainer, I say, bro, I work for you. I'm your trainer, but I work for you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? My job is to keep you safe and get you prepared for the next fight. If that next fight is what you want, I'm on your side.
Right.
I'm letting you know. I didn't throw the towel in the first fight.
Right.
But if your shit looking the same way, if it's looking like deja vu all over again, man, nigga, I'm throwing the towel in. Nigga, I gotta keep you safe.
I got
your
you.
father in the corner with me.
Now we see why Sean Porter and his father have the relationship they have.
That ain't the same thing. I think that's terrible, bro.
I don't know, bro. I think Sean
He was not fucked up.
I don't give a fuck. It was on his way to being what we saw the other night.
No, it was not.
Crazy.
Nah. He was never staggered. He was never dizzy.
Bro, Sean, once he started beating his hand on the ground.
If you fucked up, you can't do that, bro.
But you don't do that. You don't beat your hand on the ground.
Frustrated. Like, dang, I got hit
you don't
again
show
with the
that
bullshit.
against a fighter like Crawford.
Sean Porter, you do?
Not against Crawford.
He's pissed off like, bro, how the fuck I get knocked down with that bullshit?
When your mind is going as a boxer, you fuck around and die in the ring,
His
dog.
mind wasn't gone.
It was on the way to that.
Nah, bro, he wasn't even hurt, bro. When you watch the fight,
He got knocked down twice, bro.
I know. Right. It happens. Maidana got knocked down twice and beat the fuck out of Victor Ortiz.
Yeah, but that is a different. Victor Ortiz is not.
Pacquiao got knocked down twice to beat the fuck out of Marquez.
Marquez ain't hitting hard like Crawford.
Bruh,
Marquez ain't hitting hard like Crawford, dog.
All right, but here's the thing, man.
Marquez, I mean, all of these dudes are boxers.
Would never. Even if brother, both the Porter brother, the father and son, I'm gonna say I'm just a fan.
Right.
I'm just a fan. I'm not a fighter, but I'm watching it. I watched enough fights. I guarantee you, bro. His father threw that towel in to spite that nigga. The son, you know what? You're not gonna listen to me, and now look what you're doing. You're getting your ass whooped.
Bud is the type of nigga that'll kill you in the ring.
Nah.
Bud is it? I don't think
it was what was it, round 11?
When he knocked down who?
When the fight was.
I don't remember the round.
I think it was the second to last round.
Somebody said Craig is a pervert. Prove it.
What the fuck?
Bud is the type of dude to kill you in the ring and show up to the funeral and speak at it. He comes from a long line of killers. You seen him in the press conference before the fight. He was telling Errol Spence's people, "Hey man, don't call me no bitch." He said this shit could get deadly fast.
Yeah, Omaha don't fuck around either.
Omaha ain't they don't house no busters in Omaha. Them niggas in Omaha is with the full-fledged functionalities.
Yeah.
If I got some Omaha cats in here, call in and leave a voicemail. We want to hear from my Omaha people.
I've been out there, nigga. I was like, oh shit, this how y'all living? Okay.
Somebody said Porter dad did him dirty. No, he didn't.
Yeah, he did. Bro.
He know his son.
He did, bro, and that's why he did him. He did. They weren't seeing eye to eye, bro. They love each other. That's his son. He love him, and that's his father. He loves him, but he was like, yeah, nigga, fuck all this, bro. You lose this fight, he's not gonna win the fight. So,
bro,
here. Nigga, he gave us a knockdown. A knockout, and it should have just been a unanimous decision.
But here's what I did learn from Bud. Bud really likes Spence.
I could tell.
He really has an affinity for him. He fucks with him. He really that's like a love. I feel like
they're gonna be cool now.
They're gonna be like brothers, hopefully.
Yeah, they're gonna be partners.
Because he took it easy on him, and Bud don't do that shit, man. At first,
if you don't like him,
yeah.
If you don't like a nigga, oh yeah, I'm like the Benavidez, like even though that was a good fight, Benavidez, he knocked him out in round 12.
Yeah,
got him out of there, stopped him. But I think that was personal. Me, Bud and Errol never talk shit. Of course, they're gonna say, I'm gonna knock you out, bro. I'm gonna stop you, fish fry, crawfish broil, all that shit. That's fun. That's all competitive shit. You're supposed to talk shit. I get that. Right. But it wasn't disrespectful.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? And he even said, I watched a few interviews with Crawford. He was like, hey, man, I respect the man. He respects me. He's a family man. We both family men. We love this. He's gonna bring his A game. I'm gonna bring mine. Like, he knew that he trained his ass off for that fight.
100%.
So, and then afterwards, you know, he brought back Errol's belts so Errol could take him home.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, I saw the video on IG, man. It's like he respect that nigga to the utmost. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, he broke history on Saturday, and what better to do it with a gentleman guy, savage like Errol Spence.
They say, what does Crawford do next? I know what he does next.
Ooh.
Run through the Crawford brothers.
No.
Beat the bigger. Run through the Charlo brothers. Beat the bigger Charlo brother. Then after Canelo whoops the smaller one, take his belts, become undisputed at 154, fight Canelo, then retire. That's $200 million worth of fights for you right there, bud.
I don't know if Charlo gonna lose to Canelo, man.
I think he is.
I think if
and I love the Charlos for real. I just hate that they act so feminine and emotional publicly. That irritates the shit out of me. But I love the Charlos, but I don't think he has a shot against. I don't think he has a shot against Canelo.
You don't think he had a shot?
I mean, of course he has a shot.
Saunders had a shot, and Caleb Plant had a shot. They both had shots.
But say who? What other names you name?
Billy Joe Saunders. He was fighting well at first.
Right.
He couldn't hurt him. Jamel can crack.
Jabay, I don't think it's going to be that easy. I just have Canelo against the Charlo brothers. Just because Canelo has been in a lot of fights.
Truth.
He's very poised. Arguably the best chin in boxing. He went from welterweight to a light heavyweight, took punches and didn't get knocked.
Bivo beat his ass, but didn't knock him.
He's very similar to Bud, not as athletically gifted, but he hits harder than anybody in the welterweight division. He has one-punch knockout power in that division, as well as combination knockout power. And I went to the fight when Charlo fought here locally in Carson, when he fought the Argentinian. If Canelo lands shots like the Argentinian dude, I forget his name, that fight gonna be over in the first 4-5 rounds.
Castano.
You can't let Canelo Alvarez hit you like Castano was hitting Charlo.
Hey, so Canelo walks you down, and he's a slow pace puncher. He can punch his ass off. He got great head movement. He got great defense. He's not the best with his feet.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's why Bud beat him. At 154, that's why Bud beat him.
That's the same reason why I think Charlo could beat him.
But Charlo doesn't have great feet?
And he has better feet than Canelo.
I don't think so. Charlo, he stumbles around a lot in the ring, loses his balance and shit. And that fight against the Argentinian, it wasn't like
Castano was on his ass.
But what I'm saying is
he was backing up the whole fight.
He did.
That's impressive.
He outwilled Castano. He didn't outskill him. He outwilled him. He wanted it more. He is not going to outwill and outskill Canelo or Crawford.
He might not. Okay, we'll see. Ooh,
he's not going to outskill or outwill Canelo. It's not happening.
Gonna have to see. I argued with you for years about Errol and Bud. So at this point, I'm a debate without debate.
Somebody said a white man slapped the shit out of him. He didn't do nothing. Hey, these niggas, these Charlo brothers is the most getting into it.
That's crazy.
Outside the locker room niggas in the world.
Bro, I was on y'all niggas, pause, since Showbox. When y'all had the dreadlocks, y'all had the twin matching dreadlocks, bro. I've been rocking with y'all niggas for years.
I love them. They just irritate me.
I was like, man, this is back when it was the cracking. Charlos was cracking.
They look like Jamie Foxx and act like Wanda.
Antoine Douglas was a monster back then. I don't know where he went. He didn't even get out of Showbox like that. But Charlos, I've been rocking with y'all for years. But y'all gotta stop being so emotional, man, and getting into it with these niggas. Y'all boxers, y'all fighters. Y'all not basketball players or football players or track athletes. Y'all can prove that you can whoop their ass in the ring. My nigga, stop getting into it with dudes outside the ring, bro. That's come on, man. That's too emotional, my nigga. You got to be more solid than that, man. Have more self-discipline.
You got to, man. Y'all blessed, bro.
Say that with love and respect, bro.
We love all y'all. You're going to get these jokes, though, because we comedians.
Yeah.
You look like Jamie Foxx and you act like Wanda.
Yeah, nigga, yeah, I'm ready to go, nigga.
I'm ready to go.
And niggas, y'all look like Jamie Foxx and look like Wanda.
They look like Jamie Foxx and act like Wanda.
Damn, man.
But I think that's the role for Crawford, you guys.
He got to, 154.
If he beats both Charlo brothers and Canelo, he's the greatest welterweight of all time.
Ooh.
He'd be number one. Mayweather be number two.
Here's the thing.
I've been hearing talks about
a lot of niggas that's gonna disagree with you, but his track record, bro.
Yeah.
Terrence Crawford is undisputed in 2 weight classes. Never been done before.
Yeah, somebody said Bivol whooped Canelo. He was supposed to, bro.
He said 175.
He was supposed to. Come on, man. Let's
he walk
stop
around
it.
180 something. Bivol probably walk around a damn near 200 pounds.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, let's
but he also boxed too, though.
right.
But when you powerful like that, and you can do a lot of shit.
Lawrence Carter, what are we wrong about? Hey, I love being corrected. What are we wrong about? We said something and he said wrong. What are we wrong about? Let us know.
Yeah.
Somebody said stay off the powder. Nigga, don't nobody here do no powder.
Yeah, nigga, that's just, I don't even, bro. Some of y'all niggas is weirdos, bro. Like, I'm so clean cut with this shit powder, nigga. Who the fuck is doing cocaine, nigga?
Nobody, man.
Oh, man, that's goofy shit, bro.
You know what I saw at the fight that was interesting? I saw Big U, shout out to the legend, and I saw Whack 100.
Whack 100, nigga.
I mean, we be on this YouTube consuming information. Right. That was like, whoa, wow, it's about to crack off in here.
Nah, in the same room and shit.
In the same room. I thought, that's crazy. Within like 30, 40 feet of each other. Mm-hmm. Who else we seen? Tommy Hearns was in the place.
Tommy Hearns. Shannon Sharp.
Shannon Sharp in there. Shannon Sharp had a short set on.
Yeah.
He was
hot as fuck though. Niggas Vegas.
Yeah.
Hot as hell. We saw Adrian Broner, man. Shout out to him, man. Dapped him up.
That much love and respect to Adrian Broner, the God. We love you, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, regardless of what y'all say about him, he's a Hall of Fame boxer, 4-division champ.
Easy.
Respect to Adrian Broner.
Yes, sir.
Who else did we see?
Pierre, my nigga. Comedy legend Pierre, bro.
Pierre was up in there. Yeah, yes, Pierre is a hard-working dude, man.
Yeah, solid. Yeah, he stays hustling, man.
I respect Pierre. I remember when Corey and him was into it a little bit. Shout out to the legend Corey. Corey spoke up on him. Pierre called me the next day. Hey, man, what's going on, man?
Yeah, he had to hit
What the fuck is Corey talking about? Give Corey my number. I want to come down to the show. That nigga came down to 5150.
Yeah, real nigga shit.
I said, oh, yeah, he ain't know.
Shout out to DC, man.
Yeah, shout out to my boy Pierre, man. It's a solid dude.
Yeah.
Who else did I see? I saw some other famous people. Ja couldn't take 2 steps without a picture being.
It's all love, though.
Yeah, it sucks to be Ja sometimes. You must have took 80 pictures.
Man, it's all love, man. I fuck with y'all, bro. I appreciate all the love and respect. All the yeah, man. This all that, man. The picture taking and all that. That's dope, man. It's all love. I'll see y'all next time. Hell yeah.
Would you ever do a celebrity fight? If so, how much would it take?
A year.
A year.
As y'all can see, I'm out of shape, man. So I respect boxing so much. I would have to really train. I'm not just fighting, nigga. I'm not going. Only time I'm fighting now, if you do something to my wife or my family members or one of my niggas, I'm fighting on by default, nigga. Someone's disrespectful or someone's attacking me or one of my partners or my family members. That's the only time I'm beating somebody up. Right now, my nigga, I only got a good round? Not even that. Not a real round, my nigga. I got a good minute and a half of swinging and knocking niggas out. If I connect, I'm probably gonna drop your ass and you ain't getting up.
Right.
But if you know what you're doing and you training, you a fighter, or you been training, nigga, I gotta get on that same level, bro. I gotta get in that gym and get on that heavy bag, on the speed bags and the mitts, and get the fundamentals down. I know how to fight. I've been beating niggas up for all my life. But in that ring, it's different, nigga. I know it's different. I watch it. I see niggas go in there and be a different type of fighter. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna say, oh, I'm Big John, nigga, I'm gonna go in the ring. Nah, nigga, I'm gonna go up there and learn how to fight, how to really box, how to really not get hit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm a heavyweight, nigga. So when niggas get touched, you can get grazed and lose your memory, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Real shit. So nah, I'll do a celebrity fight if once I get in shape. I'm already in the gym now. I'm getting back down. And I'll with the right trainer, or just some good training, some good discipline, some good exercise and stamina, building my stamina up. I'll do that shit, but not now, nigga. I'm talking about a year later.
Yeah.
Serious training, my nigga.
Yeah, give me a year, man. If I could drop about 30, I'm 260, get to about 230, 225. I'd do it. I mean, I have no interest in getting in the ring and fighting nobody, man. I
love watching fights, watching boxing.
Yeah, I heard these cats is getting about 50 a fight out here, though. 50K.
Oh, wait.
How much would it take for you to fight a woman?
Never, nigga. Come on, man.
You're not doing it?
Nah.
So Precious come to you like, man, they got it's 100K for both of us.
Precious, Gabrielle City Bay?
It's 100K for both of us on the line.
Oh, yeah, I get knocked out.
You get knocked
out for 100K. Yeah, here's the thing. If I ever fight a woman, I'm losing. I'm losing.
Somebody said YouTube gave Craig a strike for that haircut.
I think it's retarded.
That's hilarious.
If I fight a female in a celebrity exhibition fight, I'm losing. I'm letting y'all know ahead of time. I'm losing.
Yeah, I'm not hitting no woman.
Nah.
But shoot, another new. What else we got going on in the world, Ja? It was something I wanted to talk about, man. Where the heck is this at? Oh, man, so we were talking about a movie I've yet to see. I'm going to watch it today. We were talking about Oppenheimer.
Oppenheimer, man. Oppenheimer was dope, bro. Some people didn't like it. It's long as fuck. And I like history, bro. There's some things about the story I didn't know. And so when I go to a film and I watch, I'm entertained by the dialogue and the story and the plot, and I'm learning shit. Right. That's a successful film to me. Right. You know what I'm saying? I'm a movie guy, that's what I do, man. But and you're low key like a historian, my nigga. You're the type of nigga that knows a lot of things about history. Oh, so yeah. I think you would really appreciate this film, and I know you can come up with some jokes about that shit too. It's a dope film, bro. Shout out to Christopher Nolan. He did his thing with this one. It's long though, so
somebody
plan
said,
to watch it.
If the right Brody disrespectful to your broad, your proper hand.
What you say?
He's saying if the right person disrespect your girl, you would put hands on him, I guess. I mean, of course, but man, I'm at the age, bro, where it's a little different for me, man. I got little homies.
Right.
I'm not just getting out there in the street with nobody. It's a lot of people that play games and do little weird stuff because they want to try to cause a confrontation with me, man. I'm a licensed gun owner, man.
And these days, niggas is out here trying to sue like hoes.
And I got little homies and little homegirls that love me, man. So I'm not out there squabbling with nobody, man. I'm into comedy, podcasting, and guess what? Me and Big Ja coming to Austin, Texas. All day. Big Ja, Ken Edwin. I believe Ty to be there.
Brent Taylor.
August 18th and 19th at Roscoe's Comedy Club, or better known as Roscoe's. I'll put the link in the comments. Make sure y'all purchase those tickets before they sell out, man.
Hell yeah.
We getting out working on some material. Why don't y'all come be a part of the process, man? If you roast, you can come. I'll bring your ass on stage so you can roast with me. But man, come to the show, man. Look at these tickets right here in the comments. You see the link right there. Go ahead and click it.
Hell yeah.
Fuck with us, man. We got a
San Antonio
upstage.
August 20th.
On the 20th. Purchase those tickets to upstage in San Antonio. Also, hey, the next month we're going to be at Club Broadway in New York.
Booyah.
Purchase your tickets there in New York. Then we'll be in Chandler, Arizona as well.
Yeah.
I don't know if you'll be in Chandler.
I might not. I might not.
So purchase those tickets, man.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody
Hey, man,
said Craig got into a squabble at Magic Cuts. What's Magic Cuts?
I don't know. I guess it's like Super Cuts, but like a different shit.
That sounds funny. What was you about to say though?
No, I was saying I got.
Huh? Okay, cool. Hey, we gonna wrap up this show in a second, man. Hey, look, I told y'all I was getting back on YouTube. I also got something coming on Caffeine as well. I appreciate y'all tuning in. A lot of people was under the assumption of something completely different about the show. Let me tell y'all, I'm gonna be back twice, maybe 3 times a week. So just keep tuning in to the lives.
Yeah.
I got a lot of content coming. For this last 8, 9, 10 months, I was on Caffeine, and I'm still on Caffeine. We get probably 30 times more. When I'm live on Caffeine, it's 20, 30,000 people. When I'm live on YouTube, it's 1,000 to 1,500. YouTube is what made me. I will never leave YouTube, but I did go to Caffeine for that time and get a little bit of money because it don't pay to be on YouTube. I'm here for the exposure. So make sure y'all buy tickets to the shows, purchase merch, because that's the only way I get money talking to y'all on YouTube.
Hell yeah.
That's the only way I can pay the bills.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So, this is niggas livelihood for sure.
So just keep that in mind, man. Don't be on no bandwagon shit. Some of you niggas hopping from show to show to show. Watch all the shows. Support those I fuck with. Dunkin' Doze got a show up coming up. Doze, bring your ass and Dunk up here and promote the fucking show. Stop getting in the comments and doing that shit, man. You don't have to do that. That shit's weird.
Oh, don't be a weirdo, my nigga.
Don't do that. Come in here and fuck with your guy, nigga. You know what I mean? Love and respect. If I owe you something, get it from God. God.